Hi everyone, it's Claire from ScrappyNerdUK and today I am back with day 2 of my December daily, and I am working on photos of us decorating the Christmas tree. Well, the photograph is of me sat in front of the Christmas tree. I was desperately trying to get some photographs of me and the dogs in front of the Christmas tree, and it was an absolute palaver, so you'll see what I do with all of the extra photos as I go on through this. So I have already made an acetate overlay on the larger photo, and I have said in my video for day 1, which was up yesterday, I am incorporating quite a lot of large photos in my album this year. It's just something that I really felt like I wanted to do. And so I've already made that as part of my foundation pages, and so that is already adhered in. And then what I've done here is I have created a canvas, and I just did this on Canva, which is a free software online that you can use. And I've created the canvas that's the same size as the photo, and that is going to be on the opposite side of the large photo. Now, I did make a bit of an error there. I am used to using the Ali Edwards albums, which have six rings, but this year I'm actually using a Simple Stories album, and it only actually has 2 rings. But I went ahead and punched 6 holes because I'm silly. What I will do is I'm actually going to go back. I'm really unhappy with that. I'm going to go back and actually put some pattern paper over where I've put the 6 holes, and I'm just going to repunch 2 of them because it's going to annoy me. I know it is. So here I am. So this is the acetate overlay page I have already created in my album. And then I'm just going to add in my full-size photo underneath the overlay. And I'm just pulling back just little bits of the double-sided tape to allow for a little bit of budge room in case I stick it down and it's all very wonky. But thankfully it went nice and smoothly. So here I've just used a bunch of trees, mainly from the trees were from the Twinkle All the Way collection from Rosie Studio, which is one of the main ones that I'm using this year. And that gold Christmas tree on the middle was from Poppy's Crafty Owl, and I am on the design team. I'm sad to say I'm actually stepping down from that design team. But I love the products anyway, so they're perfect. So I use that little gold one, and it's it worked really well for my spread on here. Next up, I had a whole load of outtakes of photos. So what I did is actually collaged these, and then I've just printed them the same size as my journaling. And I'm going to end up, I'm deciding what I want to do here, whether I want to have it flip out or whether I want to tuck my journaling. And I think what I would do in the end is just make a flip out page to be able to have both the large photos shown and also that collage of smaller photos. So yeah, we had a lot of outtakes of trying to get photographs with the dogs in front of the tree. So I wanted to include some of those as well. So I'm using some of these Avery index tabs to be able to have something to lift up my the overlay. I don't particularly want to, because these are outside of the page protectors, I want to try and protect the photographs as much as possible. So I add the index tabs on to have a way of lifting those sections that are interactive, and so I don't necessarily have to use my fingers to do so, or I don't use my fingers to touch the photos. So to add in this little flip on the left, I have cut down a strip of card. It's just a 1-inch strip, and I've scored that in half, and I'm just going to use this as my bind to insert this little flip out on the left. So I'm just going to glue that behind the journaling. And then this is going to give me, so I've done this in a bit of an odd order, because I did do day 2 first, purely because I had my design team assignment that I needed to get finished. So day 2 was actually done first before day 1, because I wanted to use that acrylic tree. And there we go, just added that in. So day 1 is going to be going on to the back of that journaling for day 2. So I've managed to plan ahead so I can get that I can get that sorted and know what I'm doing for day one as well. And then I wanted to cover up the back of the collaged photo because it just says HP on it, and obviously it's not very glamorous. So I grabbed some of the 12 by 12 paper from Twinkle All the Way collection, and I'm not going to do anything fancy. I literally am just going to cover the back of my my photo there with some pattern paper, just to cover up the back of the printer paper. And again, same technique, I'm just pulling them out as I go along, just to avoid any unnecessary of pulling back the pattern paper if I put it on wonky. So I stuck the whole 12 by 12 sheet on, and then I'm just using my scissors to be able to trim that down, just to make it nice and easy. So yeah, the embellishing's really done on the right hand side, and so and I think my number's on there. I can't. Oh, there you go. My number is on top of the gold Christmas tree. So I'm just going through my stash of December daily supplies, and I'm just deciding what I want to include on here. So I find this sticker from the Pink Fresh Studio sticker sheet, and that's from last year's collection, I believe, called Oh What Fun. And I'm trying to pull in some of the same colours as well. So there is quite a lot of pink, like pastel-y pink in Twinkle All the Way collection. So I'm trying to match that to some of the other embellishments that I've got. And then I've got these stars here from a previous Ali Edwards kit. I think it was last year's star kit. And so I decided to add on a couple of stars as well as my embellishments, and have a dig around to see if there's anything else that I want to include. But I think I'd just go with those stars in the end. Do I go with 3? I can't even remember. I've done these pages, well, this page specifically, I did this a while ago. So yeah, I've slept many times since I've done this page, so I can't quite remember what I ended up doing on this, but I'm sure it'll all come back to me as we go through the video. So I'm just getting a little tab ready, or the little bit of paper ready to go into that tab, and I'm just deciding what stamp set I'm going to use for that. You can use stickers as well, which I've done in my albums previously, but I love this little stamp set. This is from Ali Edwards, and I use this every single year. It's got a whole load of different sentiments on, and it's ones that say around the house, around a tree. So there's loads of December themed stamps on this, so they are absolutely perfect for what I'm doing here. And I tend to use 2 different ones, so one on each side, just to give it a little bit of variety. And please don't judge, I haven't cleaned my stamps. I've literally just put them back in because, you know, time is precious this month. So I will give my stamps a clean at the end of making the album, I promise. So I'm just going to stick that in, and then stick that onto the acetate, and then that side is going to be complete. I'm really sorry if you can hear the jingle jangle of my doggo's collar in the background. I have told her to go and settle herself down, but she's not interested. So this, anyway, back to this. This is pretty much done, so I'm just going to pop that into the album and call this day done. If you have enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. If you are new here, then please hit that subscribe button. Leave me any comments in the comment section down below, and I'll come back to you. And I'll see you all next time for day 3. Bye now.